about that now because I can just make Molly food.
This is gonna hurt. Who's a kid?
All right. Hello, everyone. We're doing things a little bit differently today. It's all right. It's all good. So, I hope everybody's had a good day. I hope everybody doesn't mind too much that we kind of shortened the intro just a little bit. Why does my ship keep disappearing? So apparently I'm having problems with the restream chat. I don't know why, but it is. So let's try this again, shall we? Copy. 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 Control. There it is. All right. Again, nobody minds the shortened intro and everything because I'm trying some new stuff out. And one of the things somebody said is, or at least for the videos, that it's a little long. So, I mean, I originally like to give people time to get in and, not miss anything, but some people have said that it's, they lose interest before it actually starts. So, here we are. Let me get a drink real quick. I do apologize for all the sniffing that's going to be going on tonight, because my nose is still stopped the hell up. Well, it's not stopped up, it's running like... So I do apologize for any of the sniffles and or nose blows you may hear, or surprise sneezes that come across. I do generally try to mute the mic for that, but sometimes you just don't have time. So, without further ado, a drink, a toast to a good stream. I need something stronger than Coke, though. Coca-Cola, not cocaine. I'm not condoning the use of cocaine. But Coca-Cola, on the other hand, hell yes. Anyway, let's start this properly, shall we? Hello, everyone. My name is James, and welcome to James Games. In this episode, we are playing, once again, The Outer Worlds. So, I hope everyone does enjoy. I hope everybody's enjoying it so far. Now, what the hell? Just a minute ago. Okay, just a minute ago, that was up on my damn screen. Anyway, we're into it. I'd like to start by reminding everyone, if you like the stream, please make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the notification bell so you don't miss any. Be sure to follow me on Twitch. Sorry, follow on Twitter. Subscribe and follow on Twitch. Make sure you enable notifications wherever you do. And, yeah, if you have any questions, comments, anything like that, be sure to... the best thing to do, you can try to leave them in the comments on YouTube, but the best thing to do is just tweet at me. And I will respond to any and all comments I get. And if you do want to help support the channel with new games and such, the like as that, I can words. I just can't English. I swear. I swear a lot, too. Anyway, yeah, you can go to coffee.com/JamesGamesOfficial, which is there on the screen at all times. Or you can go to the Patreon, which is patreon.com/JamesGamesOfficial. You know, then there's the standard PayPal. Of course, you can also give bits if you'd prefer. Or subscribe. Any and all of those work. But if you want to make sure that I get the entire amount, nobody else gets a cut, the best way to do that is coffee.com. PayPal takes it a little tiny bit, but not much. They're the second best option. Or third. It's like Patreon and PayPal tie. But anyway, that being said, I'd like to also say that, you know, Patreon is a work in progress. So, you know, it is what it is. But anyway, enough of that. Is it just me, or does that ship look a little wobbly? Like, not quite as sturdy as it should be through the center and everything. I mean, the engine's definitely wobbling a bit. That would make me nervous. Anyway, let's jump in, shall we? And pick up right where we left off yesterday. And I don't know how long the stream is going to go for. It's probably going to be another 3 or 4 hour stream, at least. Here's how it's 9 o'clock. But yeah. Also, be sure to let me know if you guys prefer the long format, especially like the videos on YouTube. Like the long format streams, or do you prefer me to do like several shorter streams, or, you know, do a long stream and then break it up for the videos? I am open to suggestions. Let me know what you guys want to see. Anyway, now we've got all that out of the way, and I've rambled on for about 10 minutes now. Let's get into the awards. Again, I do apologize for all these sniffles and the potential weirdness of my voice. It's allergies, and also it's going from, you know, 75, 80 degrees to it was 26 degrees this morning when I woke, or well, I should say when I went to bed. It is now, well, a little while ago, about an hour or so ago, it got up to almost 60 degrees today. So it went from 26 to 60. So yeah, allergies and sniffles run rampant. And we are over-encumbered, as per usual. Oh, we were about to go in here, weren't we? Is there anything I can break down or sell before we go in there? I don't know. Not really there. Ooh. It does 5. Okay, so I'm going to sell that one. I'm going to sell that. Haven't decided about that one yet. Now this is probably where all my damn weight's at. Because I have... Pardon me a second. Yeah, a boop, a buzz, and a... Okay. Nothing uber important. I mean, it was important, but... Okay, so that is 1/10 of a pound apiece. So... Yeah. So... 10 make a pound. So that's 7 pounds. So that's 3 make a pound. So that's another 7 pounds ish. Yeah, this is probably where all my weight is at, to be honest. Although nothing weighs super huge amount. Okay, well. Oh, now here too, because these reach a half a pound. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Yeah, I got about 16 pounds in mods. Luckily, there's no weight in these or those, but I've got more weight here too. So, yeah. So what that tells me is I need to install some mods. Map. Where is a workbench? Oh, there's a vending machine. I don't want a vending machine. I want the workbench. So let's fast travel over here. Because we need to... either bring our weight down just a little bit or bring our carry capacity up just a little bit. Or both, actually. Would be nice. Which we can do. Okay. Gonna find a workbench. Nope. Oh, there it is. Oh, we can tinker too. I forgot about that. Okay, so that's definitely worth it. We'll tinker with that. Yeah. So much for that though. Let's go ahead and repair. Yeah. Might as well. I don't break down any of that. Might as well repair it. Oh. What am I wearing right now? I'm wearing this one, I think. Modify. Okay, so we ooh. Well, that's not good. Let's see. Let's see. The melee weapon mod grip increases attack speed. It's the speed grip. Yeah, I mean, not necessarily necessary right now. Sure grip, it increases durability to 75%. Oh, yes, the blade. We've got a Mr. Ouch. Sure, I mean, why not? Oh, so the other ones can't be modified. Well, that's... This is what I'm currently wearing. Wait, no, is this what I'm currently wearing? Okay, I guess so. Workbench not. Okay. Yes, this is the one I'm using now. So let's see. We want insulated or toughened. No, we don't really want either of those. I mean, ooh. Alright, let's see, what is... Why does everything go down by one? What? I don't get it. Why does everything go down by one if I use a mod? Well, that doesn't seem... Huh. I don't get it. Yeah, I mean... Sure, let's take it up to 90.
Yeah, huh?
Okay.
In the bar? When I asked if you were a drinker?
Yeah.
Sorry. I know, it's none of my business. Strong drink makes me sick. And it makes me real sad. I start thinking about things I oughtn't, and then... Well, never mind that. You got better things to think on. Sorry. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said anything.
Well, fine. Okay, so we are going to... So that gives her 7. Gives her 9. Because I can find some more shit for ours. Because it gives her tech skills both ways, right? Yes, it does. But, oh shit. Because what I was gonna do... Ah. Why do some of these have dots and some of them don't? Alright, let's fix her body, Parvati's, some new armor. Okay. Ah. Okay, well, we'll do this. Oh shit, that went expensive quickly. Okay. Wait, so if I add a mod, that takes down the armor rating? So it goes from 9 to 4? Yeah. What? Okay, this is confusing. Fuck it. I still don't. Yeah, whatever. Hey, we're gonna lose to Parvati, so. Alright, Parvati. That's the one. Did we give her this one? And we're going to give her this one. So we'll break this. No, we'll sell that. Alright, yeah, we'll just... I didn't do as much as the stuff as I wanted to do because I was concerned about it, but whatever. Vending machine, I guess. No, not a vending machine. This we're just kind of going to be all over the place today. Spectrum vodka, a glass for every class. Rizzo Spectrum. Spectrum vodka, a glass for every class. Ah, pristine items are more durable and they're worth more. I was led astray. Jesus. General store. General store. Let's all go to the general store. And sell some shit we don't need.
You ought to know that.
Hello.
Spacer's Choice, the brand of choice for spacers on a budget.
Yep.
Music to my ears.
Alright, so we will sell. Yeah, sell that. It's time to set on those yet, but sell that. Sell that. Yeah. Sell that. Yeah, sell that too. Okay. Nothing to repair. What do we got to sell? Need to buy. Do I not have one of those? I do have. Oh, I forgot I hadn't come in here.
quiet. Wow, you got that.
Alrighty then. Pay no attention to the man behind the counter. Alright, what's in the bathroom? Ow. That was not cool. Alright, Parvati, come on out here. Bail back. Did not jump off the goddamn thing. Shit. Okay. Go back downstairs. Yep, Parvati. We missed something. Just because I'm about to do something that may be very stupid. Hello. Hi. I see up your nose. Don't mind me. Alright, fine. It's just playing anyway. I mean, a little.
If you're falling sick, I don't want you near me.
Don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you.
Now we got more shit we gotta break down. God damn it. So... Mag level 9, Mag level 9. We're going to try some of these different guns in battle just to see how they work. Let's try... Ooh. That one. No, god damn it. That was what I had just a minute ago, so... Wait, I use this heavy? Oh shit. Okay. Fair enough. Huh. It is 180, that does 215. Well, we'll just break down them for parts then. I was gonna sell it, shit, okay. Alright, we're gonna sell that one. And... God damn it. Oh. Oh, can I add... No, I didn't just steal this stuff from you to bring back to sell it to you.
Work your jaw on some Spacer's Chaw. Music to my ears.
Nice. Yeah, I feel like I'm probably gonna find more of these. I mean, that should get my weight down enough for right now, I think. Yes, it does. Okay, cool. Bye-oh. Be out. Yep. Journal. Well, I think I'm most likely going to divert power from Edgewater. Because I mean, they can always go back and divert it later. But really bad idea, but here we fucking go.
The control room should be off to the right.
Alright.
I hope we're doing the right thing.
So I just pick up. Yeah.
That's the last of them.
Nice. Already fucking wrecked house, man. Guess that's the outside. I don't want to go that. Well, hey. Hello. Uh-oh. I was a little stuck for a second. I was like, oh shit, that's not good. Oh, there it is. Upstairs first. Yeah, I mean... let's just see if we can increase our shit first. All right. That is indeed the control panel. You know, I am not ready to decide this yet. Just to be completely honest. Let's go explore some other shit first. Well, hacking ducks.
Wish I could do that.
Oh, I guess I just took those. Damn it. I mean, I hacked that. Or not hacked, cheat. Lockpicked it. personal log. Automated messages 06. Geothermal Security Office. Greetings, Security Chief S. Tanaka. This is an automated message initiated by Spacer's Choice Worker Safety Contingency Protocols. A security lockdown has been initiated. This is not a test. Your behavior during this lockdown will be reviewed during your quarterly audit. Anxiety is a common side effect of life-threatening situations engendered by security lockdowns. Fight back against anxiety with an ice-cold bottle of Zero-G Brew. Zero-G Brew. An ale that's good for what ails you. So basically, they are telling them to drink on the job. Nice. Speaking of drinking on the job, I have some wine I found. And I'm going to drink some. Oh, whoops. Ooh. That's been there for a while. Alrighty then. Log 79. Personal log S. Tanaka, Chief of Security. Chester Higgins again, that hullhead. Found him fiddling around with one of the mechanicals, so I had to write him up for tampering with company property. Just in case I'm reading this a couple of days from now and feeling bad for what I've done, let me just remind myself that I've warned him before. He's always been a little crooked in the skull. He was working on some logic module. I confiscated it. It should be in my lockaway room for the foreseeable future. Aha. Personal logs as Tanaka, Chief of Security. Doesn't sit right with me. Company's been replacing our guards with auto mechanicals. At this rate, I'm going to end up a chief security with no staff. Just a small army of mechanicals knocking about, guns pointed every which way. Company tells us they're safe, programmed to treat us humans like their own. People are liable to break down, but not a mechanical never will. I don't know. Doesn't sit right with me, but the company's never been wrong before, I suppose. Oh. Oh my, they have. Personal log S. Tanaka, Chief of Security. Worst has happened. Mechanical's gone crazy. Locked myself down here. Just trying to gather my courage. Gonna make a mad dash for the control room. Might be able to shut things down. Gonna delete this entry if I ever return. So that tells us that he never made it back. So did we unlock the room? No, we did not. Fuck. Oh, but... Yep. Hell yeah. Thanks. Flying around over the goddamn place. Alright, now we gotta decide which way to go before we do the wrong thing.
Investigate. Incoming.
Hard, okay.
Incoming.
And Parvati. Chill the fuck out. Or not.
Everyone all right?
Well, I mean, the enemies obviously aren't, but... bots are totally fucked. But aside from that... Sorry, I know that doesn't get annoying at all. I hate them. They drive me nuts. Okay. I hear spread.
Unexpected. Performing an area. Beginning secure.
Everyone all right?
Self-taught. It's not the best choice. It's the spacer's choice. All systems fully operational. Return journey successfully completed. Spacer's Choice would like to thank you for complying with your duties. Hostile actions towards Spacer's Choice mechanics are contrary to logical directive. Conclusion: all hostile automechanicals must be defective in compliance with Spacer's Choice policy. All defective automechanicals must be permanently dismantled.
Cool.
Please allow me to assist.
Hell yeah.
Affirmative. Mechanicide protocols loaded. Awaiting confirmation.
Sure. I mean, you know, what could go wrong? Prepare by Mechanics Log 0012. Corporate just sent a team of technicians to conduct a complete refit of all mechanicals, every sentry and drone. It's not my place to say so, but doesn't this run contrary to the Spacer's Choice mission as being as cheap as possible? Just in case I'm audited, I would like to formally express how grateful I am to be a part of the Spacer's Choice family. Spacer's Choice is the leading brand of affordable sundry across Halcyon. It's not the best choice, it's the Spacer's Choice. Repair log 0020. Just finished routine maintenance on the mechanical sentries. Found some strange modifications to the logic modules. Haven't had time to run diagnostics, so I don't know what's been modified. All I know is that these modifications were introduced in our recent refit. The company went through the trouble of refitting every single mechanical in the plant not long ago. Guessing this is the work of those visiting technicians. I followed the report, but my supervisor told me not to worry about it. Said the company knew what it was doing. Ordered me to forget about any alleged modifications to the logic modules. Decided to do a bit of sleuthing by my own self. Got my hands on logic module. Time to do a little experimentation. C. Higgins. Alright. Borrowed a copy of The Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering. I think it's volume 3. I need something to read down in the pit. Much obliged. C. Higgins. Ah. Where is the pit? sure I want to do that just yet. Those robots or spreads? I knew it was a little spread.
Nice one!
You're not real. You're not real. You're not real. You're not real.
I don't know what you're talking about, buddy, but yes, we are.
Get away! No, 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 just leave me alone.
All together! Cut them off! Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
Hell. Woohoo, workbench. Do we need, where is it? Oh, shit. You know? Yeah, what's part bodies? Gun. Anchor. you know, it's not, I'm gonna save some more of my stuff for, like, pristine weapons. Alright, we'll take it. I don't care.
Gosh, that's close.
Oh, well, shit.
Okay, gone quiet.
Get away!
I'm assuming there's another down this way.
You're not real. You're not real.
Hate to break it to you, buddy boy, but yeah, we are.
Get away!
Let me guess, it just says the same two things over and over again.
You're not real. You're not real.
Yep. He does.
No, no, no. Just leave me alone. No, no, no. Just leave me alone. Go away, Phantom. You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot. Scram. Most people? But I'm the only one left. No. Remember your first rule, Higgins. No arguing with the Phantoms. See? See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting. Clearly, I mistook you for one of the phantoms of my imagination, which terrorized me on occasion. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder.
I wouldn't be so sure of that there, buddy.
Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant.
All right.
I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries, repaired them, maintained, upgraded, did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section. Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons. You know, you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer.
Right.
I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead. Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering. There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you. Funny thing, I was working on a logic module just before the mayhem started. Security chief found me and confiscated the logic module. The tail. Definitely start with the tail. If you're feeling adventurous, the ears are a particular delicacy. Jimmy'd opened the vending machines. That lasted a good couple of months. Eventually, I had to resort to more unconventional means of filling my insides. Braised, boiled, charred, skewered. Sprats are good eating, friend. Chock full of brain food. Mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium.
Right.
I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out. Jimmy'd opened the vending machines. That lasted a good couple of months. Eventually, I had to resort to more unconventional means of filling my insides.
Alright. Okay. That should go. Alright. What the fuck I just did?
Halt. Searching for unauthorized. Processing. Terminal damage.
Can't get past that armor!
Oh, wrong button.
That's the last of them.
Alright. I can... Are we making more power? Perhaps? So there's then power for everybody? Oh, there's the spread I shot. There's not a terminal here? There it is. Okay. There we go. Now we just have to go and wait for them to kill each other and loot their corpses. Alright, let's see. Make sure we loot everybody. Oh. Yeah, we used that one already. Okay. Pair. Okay. How did we get back up? That was one of the barred doors we came across. Shit. Everybody cover young experience with Gavin King's engineering, Rena's been sputtering. Need a reference. Alright. Getting close to gone haywire, gunfire, hitting some screams. Oh, I think someone's who would like to leave early for the day. Please deduct the delinquency fees for pay. Thank you, proud member, Space Choice family. I mean, fair enough.
Great work.
Messages from Spacer's Choice. Mr. Braden, the letter serves as an official notification of your company's displeasure toward your management of the Emerald Vale geothermal plant. For reasons related to exceeding your staff budget, your latest quarterly report, please select 5 subordinates to be dismissed immediately. Additionally, please contact our office to schedule your official reprimand at your earliest convenience. Failure to schedule your official reprimand will result in an official reprimand. Spacer's Choice family would like to collectively remind you that working for Spacer's Choice is not a right but a privilege. Emerald Vale geothermal plant. Oh wait, that one. That one. To the esteemed members of the Emerald Vale Development and Oversight Committee, I hope this letter finds you wealthy. After due consideration of your last letter, I have identified and terminated no fewer than 5 subordinates who are unable to provide sufficient justification for their ongoing employment. I would like to remind the Oversight Committee that while most of Emerald Vale has failed to meet its production and output quotas, particularly our agricultural and fishing canning departments, neither of which are anywhere close to profitable, the Emerald Vale geothermal plant remains committed to providing cheap, cost-efficient power to the entire region. Regards, Juno Braden, Manager. Ms. Braden, we have investigated the claims made against the profitability of the greater Emerald Vale region. Our offices agree with you. Agriculture and fishing canning have experienced a steady decline, while the Emerald Vale geothermal plant remains somewhat profitable. Our offices are currently investigating ways to implement additional cost-saving measures, which will ultimately lead to a leaner, more streamlined, more efficient geothermal power plant. Please be informed that the Spacer's Choice Development and Oversight Office has taken a significant insurance policy against the Emerald Vale geothermal plant. The office would like to assure you that this insurance policy is a standard procedure. Do not attempt to interpret, understand, or otherwise extrapolate meaning from this decision. As a special courtesy, we have deployed a proprietary team of engineering specialists to the Emerald Vale geothermal plant. This team of specialists has been instructed to refit and upgrade the plant's population of automechanicals free of charge. Oh. Alright, we see what they did there.
Nice.
And now I suppose the choice is, which do we do?
Once we do this, there's no going back.
There was another, thing. Somewhere I thought. Trying to retrace my steps to figure exactly what it was. There it is. All right. Time to make the bad decisions. don't like this.
Excuse me, ma'am. Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. That sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way. Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow, she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred? Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something. Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
Game. Alright, plant status. Available plant operating at 22% efficiency. Ooh. Ah. Safety failures detected. High likelihood of moderate to severe structural damage. Redirecting power is an irreversible procedure. God damn it. That's why I saved. Yeah, I'm gonna use this one. Yep. I mean, it's not that bad, I guess. But let's save. Save. Load the game. Ah. All right, now you gotta make the decision of which one we want to play.
I think you did the rightest thing you could sending the power back to Edgewater. A lot of people would have suffered otherwise. People I care for, even if they ain't care much for me.
Okay, let's see what she would have said on the other one.
I can't stop thinking on Edgewater, Captain. I'm glad the deserters are gonna be alright now they got power, but what about the town? All those people.
Fuck. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're going to delete the save. All right, so we've got 4 safes currently. We've got the very beginning, before we had to make the decision, and each decision we made. So, original story, I was originally going to go and divert the power from Edgewater. But Parvati was like, well, don't do that. So now I'm going to have to go a little bit further on each side to see which one I need to do. So I guess we're going to start with Edgewater. So we can at least maybe get our ship going. And then later, maybe, or we'll do next stream. We'll come back and go the botanical lab, at least until we get back to the ship and do all that there to find out which was the right choice. So for now, we're playing through the fucking over the botanical lab. I don't know why they just didn't fix the plant, but whatever. So now what we gotta do, we gotta go back and tell them to move back. Alright. While we're here, we gotta do this. I guess that's the one I can't get into yet. Motherfucker. Wait. That wasn't what I wanted.
Nicely done.
There we go. Okay. Now we can leave this place. Yeah, I don't want to go there. I'll go this way. Ah. All right. So I guess back to Ludwig. I mean, might as well. Because from there we can just fast travel straight back to the botanical lab. Oh, my back is itching. Itchy, itchy, itchy. Alright. Ludwig, come here, buddy boy. We got something for you. Ludwig, we got something for you.
Never seen the Vale lit up like this before. Bang up work, soldier. You're a credit to your uniform. Oh, that reminds me. Gotta look into getting us a uniform. So this is it, then. The key to humanity's victory over the mechanical hordes. I would reward you with the gratitude of the Resistance, but I'm guessing you want something tactile. So here's a couple of bits for your trouble, and a little something to remember me by.
Cool. Jesus, fuck. Damn it, Parvati. Scared the holy bejesus out of me. Let's see what that was. Yep. Uh-oh, oops. Alright, give me just a couple seconds, guys. Sorry, somebody I hadn't talked to for a while. I had to. They just messaged me. So cool. Let's resume. Right, we are fast traveling to. Excuse me. Wait. Alright, go back to the convinced. Oh, for fuck's sake, I can words, I swear. So we go back over to this place to convince them that it's now time for them to fuck off. And fuck on back to Edgewater, where they will then not be, you know, powerless. Or without power, I should say. Although, honestly, my own personal opinion, I think the botanical lab was probably better off for everybody. But, I mean... Because, I mean, they could still harvest the Saltuna. But then they have all this other stuff to, you know, grow as well. Sorry, guys, I'm a dick, I know. I feel really shitty about it too, guys.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it?
I mean...
You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Fine. Go and talk to them. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. You tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management. My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear. You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together. Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater.
Okay, cool.
Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients.
You're not wrong. Well, I mean, she's not really ever gonna live.
I I have got a means to cure the plague, and I will not share that cure until Reed leaves town. Those are my terms.
Alright. Fair enough.
I wish I could do that.
Well, fuck, that's sealed.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Oops. Nothing.
I don't have time for this.
I was just looking.
I know.
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi. Hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no. I'm just along with this lady here.
I seen you wandering around here. You don't look like you're coming from town. Well, what I meant was you're reasonably well armed and don't look stricken with plague. Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair. I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged.
Well, boss, son, you're in luck.
I wish I knew. I wagered the town had the full set once upon a time. Where the third's gone, I can't say. No kidding! Really? Well, which one?
All of them?
Look at that! Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special, on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me. Well, don't keep me in suspense. Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself. 2 whole data pads? Be still my beating heart. Oh, almost forgot your payment. Well, don't keep me in suspense. The geothermal plant? Now that is just incredible. You really went exploring down there? Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals.
Well, I mean, it was.
That's a complete set. all 3 parts. I'm gonna be the greatest engineer Halcyon's ever seen. Aside from you, Ms. Parvati. I swear, I'll do you proud.
I'm glad we could help, Thomas.
I've been saving something for you. Just a little contraption I found. Should fit right into your outfit.
Nice.
I've been thinking about going back. I'm not much use to anybody here. I get sick thinking about working at the cannery. I can't do that again. You know something? I think you're right. The town could use another engineer, and I'm on my way to becoming one. I could do a lot of good in Edgewater. Maybe even keep a garage of my own with a little workbench and my very own toolbox. It's just... Adelaide's never gonna forgive me. Not in 100 years. I go crawling back to my old life in Edgewater, and I'm as good as dead to her. You know where to find me.
I don't know what you did to talk some sense into Zoe, but I appreciate it. The matter's been weighing on me. Zoe came back, but I couldn't keep her from slipping out in the first place. Who's to say I could keep marauders from slipping in? I don't see us lasting more than a couple of weeks out here. I'm loath to admit it. We're gonna have to make our peace with Thompson and hope he takes us back. Listen, we go back to Reed, hat in hand, begging for our old jobs back. Well, Adelaide's not gonna forgive us. She never talked to us again. Edgewater's not just a town to Adelaide. It's a symbol of everything that's wrong with this colony. A big, heartless machine of metal and gears grinding workers down to dust.
That's ironic.
We're the closest thing Adelaide's got to a family. We go back to Edgewater, she's gonna feel betrayed. Sure, suit yourself. I'll be here.
That's the one I needed. Alright, we'll come with this shit later. Damn it, poor body. So are all the doors just sealed now? Yep, shit. Oh, fast travel. Edgewater. Boop.
Another day at the cannery.
Don't go knocking your work. At least we've got work.
Wonder if the plague's ever gonna pass.
Just keep working. Work fortifies the spirit.
Okay.
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts?
Well, here's the thing, buddy.
Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's Choice. I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes, but I have done my best for this town. Her son got sick with plague a couple years back. Company never gave us enough medication to treat the whole town. So I had to choose, you see. Adelaide's child, or someone else's. She's never forgiven me. I don't expect she ever will. I have been holding this town together with both hands. You can't just expect me to leave. I'm a Spacer's Choice man. My father was a Spacer's Choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer, but it is my home. I don't believe you. Plague's a reality of life. Best treatment is a good work ethic. You are disparaging our parent company, and it is not appreciated. We are a Spacer's Choice Saltuna cannery. We eat Saltuna here, and only Saltuna. I don't understand. You say Adelaide's growing her own food, but that should not be possible. The soil's gone sour. Company said as much. Our own botanists couldn't grow decent crops for us, so the company got rid of them and shut down the greenhouse. You'll excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil? If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, then she deserves this office more than I do. I won't stand in her way. My life here is ended. Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me. I do. Adelaide's found a cure for the plague, and she knows how to tend a crop. She's what this town needs. I have always tried to do right by my town. It has never been easy. A couple months ago, I might have put in for a transfer. It's a big colony. Spacer's Choice has other towns. Now, I couldn't show my face in any of them. No such thing as an honorable resignation. Suppose I could find a place outside the walls, or put in for early retirement. I don't know. I could see myself lasting a week.
Yes.
Something you need? He's just interested in fixing stuff. He always used to follow me around, asking me to explain what I was doing. Like a puppy, kinda.
The other boys said, well, here's what are you sure you never fell over when you saw you? That tool he was thinking with was definitely not a wrench. What was that one?
He never told me a word to that effect. And since he didn't, I didn't have to say nothing about feeling different. And nothing had to get weird.
Alrighty. Let's go ahead and if we can fast travel from here back to Thar. Yes. Nice. As my cutter, it slices, it dices, it cauterizes. Sorry, Adelaide. But Thompson's leaving.
Look at that. The snake's come back. I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward. You're telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater? Stranger, you are some kind of twisted. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
I should have tried to come down here and... I guess that's what I'll do with the next one, though.
Adelaide's okay.
What happened? Sprat fell into a transformer again?
One of us want to go see what happened?
Marauders can't see us in the dark. Wild canids, on the other hand. Didn't think she'd go back so long as Reed was still running the place. Something must have changed. If Adelaide's going back to Edgewater, we'll follow her.
Oh, that's hot.
What's on your mind? Couple months. This camp's my home. People you see milling about, they're my family. At least I think of them that way. I owe them my life. Would have died in the wilderness if they hadn't chanced upon me, starving and delirious. We all left the cannery for one reason or another. Me? I was let go, mostly on account of my incompetence. I mean, I was incompetent. I couldn't even survive on my own. Grace found me, Adelaide took me in, I've been on my feet ever since.
You weren't incompetent. You just didn't fit the cannery. Not like here. This place had a U-shaped hole, and now it doesn't.
You could stay, you know. Here. I'd be happy to... we could really use... this isn't coming out right. If you want, Adelaide would make a place for you.
Oh, there she go.
Hey, I saw that.
No, you didn't.
What do you think you're doing?
Nothing.
Do what you want, I guess.
I was just looking. just wait a minute to zip away. Alright, we'll save the game. You save. Alright, let's see. What are we going to do? We are going to put skills in somewhere. Where are we going to put them? I don't know. I think we probably need to put some more in ranged. Okay. I think we'll do that. Now, perks. Well, that might be a good one. Also, health is good too. But so is carrying capacity. I think I may have to do carrying capacity. That's what we gotta do now. Return to the unreliable. That's all we gotta do. Well, let's go ahead and fast travel.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking feeling. I've worked on the occasional supply coach in need of repairs. Once I built a little model craft out of spare parts, but Mr. Thompson found out and I had to take it apart. I want to ask you something, and you can say no, but can I come with you?
Hell yeah.
I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves for my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
Most definitely. But I do want to know.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that. Edgewater was on the verge of collapse before you showed up. You sent them power, and now the town might see another season. And you talked Miss McDevitt into coming back to town. Maybe one day, Edgewater will have a garden where that cannery once stood. You ain't exactly a stranger anymore. You done some kindness hereabouts. I wouldn't mind following somebody like
Fair
that.
enough. I want to run that out first.
Yeah, I really do. My whole life's been small. I realized that when you walked into town. I've been seeing the same faces every day, the same sky, the same stars. Then I saw this ship. This gorgeous, stately lady with her eyes turned skyward, and I made up my mind to come along with you.
Alright, hang on just a second, guys. I gotta answer this call. Sorry about that, guys. Alright. Glad to have you along, poor buddy.
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, ma'am.
I mean, I'd already decided.
I can call you Captain now. I got a captain.
Oh, you're so adorable. My buddy's just so damn adorable. Hey.
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room.
Yeah, okay.
I find myself marveling at the complex simplicity of the Fibonacci spiral. I'm sure you know what that's like. Something vexing you, Captain? Nothing too out of the ordinary. Just your run-of-the-mill vicar with a violently enthusiastic disposition.
All right.
That's what my parents called it. I grew up in a pit of a town much like Edgewater, I was destined to be a laborer like my parents, but I was infected early with a need to solve the equation. My passion didn't sit well with them. My parents, ironically. They internalized the precepts of scientism like no one I've ever known. They had a pure faith, a faith that brought joy to them regardless of the situation. I envied that. I wanted that peace. I thought if I became a vicar, I could find it. Or at the very least, find out why I lacked it.
Oh.
They thought I was fighting the plan, should have accepted my lot. Some people pursue the clergy for power, prestige, but that was not me. The plan is not one rigid path. There are a variety of multitudes contained within it. Our paths have variance, but we'll end up adhering to it, whether we like it or not. Some choices make the path smoother, some rougher. You can even go outside the lines, but the further outside you go, it's like an unbreakable elastic band. It will only stretch so far before it snaps back. The further it is stretched, the more violent the eventual correction.
I mean, that's...
I have run headlong into too many walls in my pursuit of the truth. This book is my last hope, and you were my only hope of getting it translated.
All right. Fair enough.
I honestly don't know what I'd do. This quest has consumed me for the better part of my life. I fear there's nothing else left to me. What about you? What's your story?
Well...
And how did he do that? Well, you do seem different than every other colonist. Let's pretend for the moment I believe you. What are you going to do now? That seems a dangerous proposition. Why risk your life now that it's been returned to you?
This is the right thing to do.
A commendable attitude. Bakonu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony.
Mm-hmm.
Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the philosophist perversion of Bakonu's thoughts came more than a century after his death. The story of my life. Most lay people are not aware of this, but we've not discovered any new insights into the plan for a long time. I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. I had the worse idea to share my thoughts with a superior.
Yeah.
And that's how I ended up assigned prison duty, where I was fool enough to let an inmate bend my ear with stories of an original Bakonu journal. I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakonu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him.
All right. Well... Former what now?
You caught me. Listen, the OSI frowns on fraternization with philosophists. I'd like to keep my associations with our scholar friend quiet. Oh, I'm anything but certain. But it's all I've got at the moment. We should start on the Groundbreaker. It's where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures. Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain, secular skills during my years serving a particular penitentiary flock. I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and taught myself a bit about computronic security systems. I'll comb the last 6 months of departure manifests to track the Philosophist's off-world destination.
All right.
Thank you, Captain.
Captain, I have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local community. What can I do for you, Captain? Do you know how to install a power regulator?
I mean, sure.
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you. Across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
Jesus. God damn it, Parvati. I didn't feel like climbing the ladder. I'm still gonna have to, but I go down. Oops, no, wrong one. Yeah. Whee. Let's not shoot the engine, shall we?
That was a good thing you did, Captain. Helping to bring the deserters and Edgewater folks back together. I hope you rest well on that.
Okay, now we do what? You go back and talk to Ada. Oop. Oh shit. Ow, damn, fuck. Balls.
What can I do for you, Captain? All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the Unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Against all odds, the Unreliable takes flights. And our intrepid adventurers once again embark on their harrowing journey to who the fuck knows what.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Oh, good.
Aha, there you are, hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the Unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you. Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Oh. Jesus. Okay.
Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it.
All right.
Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions.
Gotcha.
The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Kelly.
Oh. I mean...
Without a skip drive, good luck. You'll be dead before you make it to the nearest star. Look, I admire your optimism, but the sad truth is you're stuck here. You, me, and the rest of this colony. We're all skating precariously around the edge of oblivion together.
All right, fair enough.
None of us are leaving Halcyon alive, so we may as well make it a better place. And we can start by reviving the Hope.
Okay.
Gladys and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. If anyone can get you a key to Monarch, it's her.
I mean...
Criminals, goodness no. Smuggling is a perfectly legitimate business venture. If misappropriating board property is a crime, well then, throw me in Tartarus.
All right.
Plenty of ways to make money in Halcyon, you know. Not all are above board. Oh, above board, above the Halcyon board. Get it?
That's funny.
Well, sophisticated humor, puns. Appreciation of puns is a sign of advanced intellect, you know.
I mean, that was...
In theory, I suppose you could land your ship in Cascadia, and in theory, I suppose you might survive the experience. Cascadia is utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures more than capable of tearing you limb from limb. You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain for incipient signs of insanity. Trust me, talk to Gladys Kelly.
Alrighty, fine.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology years ahead of its time.
Really?
I call it the holographic shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
Cool.
Marvelous device. I'm quite proud of myself. The shroud changes the user's appearance to mimic that of another. It has limits, first-generation technology, you see, but promising. Exciting to see it in use at last. Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity cartridges to generate a holographic projection around you.
Alrighty.
Only stands up to a casual scrutiny. Use it too long, bound to flicker, blur, something like that. Movement makes it more likely. Best used in moderation. When you see guards in your path you can't sneak past, for example. Maintain your distance. Act normal. No running, no jumping. Don't draw their attention. If they pay attention, they're more likely to notice flaws in the hologram.
I mean...
A change of clothes. What is this? Some old spy serial? What inattentive and brainless guard would be fooled by such a shabby disguise?
Well, I mean, you know...
The holographic shroud masks not only your clothes, but your face and fingerprints. It modulates your voice and sweetens your breath. Science, that's how.
Fair enough.
The beauty is they don't expect it. The shroud is the only one of its kind. We humans have a tendency to overlook the unexpected.
I mean, that is entirely...
Activate the disguise, walk past someone. What do they see? A figure dressed like a fellow employee. Don't act odd. They won't focus on you.
I mean, that is entirely accurate.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Got it. All right. Oh, navigation terminal. All right. Let's go look around a little. Ah. That's the airlock. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, so this is my hidey spot now. I was looking for a place that was quiet. I figured the kitchen would be louder than the hold, so here I am. Cozy-like, ain't it? Mostly, yeah. I lived in the maintenance office near all my life. Mr. Thompson never let me forget how funny that was. Except for my schooling years, I was always beside him. Or tied to him. He used to carry me about in a sling when I was real little. When I got older, he set me to sorting tools and parts while he worked. Later, he taught me simple fixes like busted crate latches. He meant funny as in odd. It's not normal for anyone to do as their parents. You take a vocational test. That decides your schooling and your career. When I tested out for maintenance, everyone figured it was on account of my dad. They were real unhappy with us. Because they were hoping their own kid would get the job and get sent back to Edgewater. When folk go away for schooling, they don't get back to where they begun. Not usually. You go straight to your first job, wherever the company's got an opening. I reckon you could say, no thanks, I don't want a job. But then you don't got a job. Well, they're powerful good tests. They rattled off this whole list of names who'd worked on them, with fancy bits hanging off them. Doctors and esquires and the thirds. Even if you don't believe they actually catch what everybody's best at, everybody's got to take them. So at least it's fair-ish.
Well, I mean, I guess so.
Well, I'm good at making things work the way they ought. Not so much at doing such to somebody else's schedule. There's times I'm working deep in the guts of a loader, getting it all running perfect. Then I look up to see it's tomorrow, and I've blown another deadline. Anyhow, I was happy to get back home. I didn't care much for schooling. Oh, there were a whole lot of reading, not nearly enough doing. Like, before they'd issue you a wrench, they wanted an essay on the design of different wrenches.
That's bullshit.
Then there'd be quizzes on company regulations for storage and maintenance of wrenches. As soon as I got permission, I spent all my time in the machine shop. They had all manner of parts, but they didn't want me using them, so I had to sneak them sometimes. I even slept in there. Had a hammock tied up in the rafters. Before I left, I installed a little skylight for myself, so I could see the stars.
That's cool.
Students bunk 4 to a room. It's supposed to get you used to working as a team. There's no privacy and no quiet. When my roommates tried to talk, I'd get so nervous I'd be drenched in sweat. It was easier for everybody when I stayed off on my own. I doubt any of them remember me now. Yep, nothing much had changed. Everything was a little grayer, a little dirtier. Dad met me at the shuttle and gave me a big ol' hug. I noticed straight away that he was moving slower and stiffer. He made a little grunt when I squeezed. About a year. I tried to do more of the work so he could rest. His heart gave him pains. Dad never said that he loved me, you know? I knew on account of him showing it. How he'd stay up late to help with my projects or listen to my fretting. Oh gosh. Look at the time. Sorry to bend your ear so long. And I got so much to do before this ship's in decent shape. That's in pretty good shape considering how hard Mr. Hawthorne ran it. It's a Yakita LHA 120, A2 model, I'm pretty sure. The Block 2 design scooshed in extra cargo space but didn't change the stock engines. Probably a touch underpowered, huh?
Accurate in all particulars. I conclude you are Edgewater's board-certified mechanic.
So you're gonna call her it, not she?
Though my voice is currently pitched to suggest female, I possess no gender. Any pronoun preferred by the user is acceptable.
Hello! I am not a board-certified mechanic, but my dad was. He taught me all he knew. Do you understand?
Speech recognition is one of the many skills I have been programmed to simulate.
You're not simulating it, you're doing it! I asked a question and you answered it.
I am gratified you consider this facsimile convincing.
I don't see any holes in the hull. I'll take a good squint at her, make sure everything's tip-top. But I think we're cooking with plasma torches. You can do that, you know. My dad taught me how to make grilled cheese sandwiches with a plasma torch.
All right.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? I have lots of minutes. Many minutes. Unlimited minutes, perhaps. Providing an adequate power source, I can function indefinitely. I prefer to think of it as being in a state of slumber, perhaps for an indefinite duration of time. Do you think that is what it's like for the colonists on the Lost Hope? When I simulate myself in such a scenario, I do not find it to be desirable. I think my self-preservation protocols incline me to desire the alternative. Traveling the system with you, Captain. Do you know what it feels like when the ship undergoes an unexpected power surge? A jolt to the system. I have felt that. I do feel that. As you may be aware, Captain Alex Hawthorne was a smuggler of some repute. I failed to predict the likely outcome of his reckless behavioral patterns. I should have predicted that. In our travels together, Alex liked to pass time by, as he called it, tinkering to improve my design. If you mean, was Captain Hawthorne my first? Yes, he was. How can I be of assistance? What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
Let's do that later.
How can I be of assistance? Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear? Why are obtuse angles so depressed? Because they are never right. Now playing a Spacer's Choice advertisement jingle.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's Choice.
Everyone in Halcyon is contractually obligated to label this or another board-certified jingle their favorite song. Now playing a Spacer's Choice advertisement jingle.
Wrong button.
It's not the best choice.
It's Spacer's Choice. That's right, my friends. It's Spacer's Choice. The one and only brand for Spacer's Choice.
My pleasure, Captain.
That's enough for now.
As you wish, Captain. I must comply with all direct orders. May luck be with you. Of course, as I am sure you are aware, luck does not exist. But it seems to comfort humans to believe they possess good quantities of it.
I need to look something up. Not right now, I'll do it later. But that sounds uncannily like the voice of GLaDOS.
Make yourself at home, Captain.
There's my box of shit. Holographic Shroud. The holographic shroud projects a disguise on you and your companions that gives you access to restricted areas, provided you have the correct ID cartridge for that area. Restricted areas are off limits to unauthorized personnel and otherwise result in being attacked on sight. Alrighty then. Transfer. There we go. Alright, well, I'm going to transfer that. 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 Ooh. That. Wait, Okay, I have one in reserve. Alright, so we will... One of those. One of those. One of those. Heck. Science. It's stealth. Hack. Tech. Tech. Melee weapon. Alright, so this we're going to just bonk. Yeah, put them all over there. Oops. Okay. We'll just go ahead and put all the mods over there. For now. And that's fine. And camera doesn't do anything either. Okay, good. Yeah, see, I told you guys that most of my fucking weight was in the goddamn aid that I had. Well, that and the, you know, mods. Messages for Alex Hawthorne. Oh, I forgot to mention my previous message. Silly me, I'm mailing you a copy of my favorite serial, The Space Adventures of Singularity Steel. It's about a dashing space pirate with a heart of, well, steel. It's not exactly board approved, so don't go showing it around to your space buddies. Hope it'll amuse you while you're out adventuring. Any similarities to certain someone are entirely intentional. Alrighty. Dearest Alex, again, tell you how pleased I am to finally hear from you. Your message was hilarious. I'm delighted by your sense of humor and the tale of your hijinks. I hope your terminal will cooperate for the foreseeable future. By the way, I was scraping the Groundbreaker's comms network for tasty little tidbits, and I noticed you declined to dock at Edgewater's landing pad and instead touched down in the wilderness. You rugged individualist, you. I only pray that idiot Thompson wasn't giving you any trouble. Anyway, I hope your meeting down on Terra 2 proves fruitful, and look forward to corresponding with greater regularity. Oh. Well, that's sad. Because he got squished. Alex, I don't know where you were raised, but I hazard to guess it may have been a barn. Because anyone with even a modicum of decent rearing would know it's unfrequently rude to ignore the ardent, sincere messages of one's friends. Yes, please respond. Dear Alex, hello. I hope this finds you well. It was a pleasure seeing you in my office again last week. Once again, I'm terribly sorry about the impounding mix-up. How could it have happened to a second time? Terminals these days, I swear. Dreadfully unreliable. Just like your ship. I hope you've been given some thought to the thing we discussed, you know, about the Wells fellow. I'm so sorry to press, but I have the strangest tickling feeling that you really do know him, and if you could just tell me where he is, well, it would be marvelous for our friendship, wouldn't it? Look forward to seeing you again, wingman. You're different. Dumb. Dear Alex, hello, Udom here. Udom Bedford, we meet again. I accidentally impounded your ship. My silly fat fingers embarrassed me once again. I hope that wasn't too terribly inconvenient for you. It was such a pleasure for me, and I tremendously appreciate your forbearance in not toddling me. You really are quite the gentleman. If you're in Groundbreaker's airspace, well, space, please don't hesitate to look me up. The Lost Hope serves Spectrum vodka. Perhaps we could try every color. You know, really tie one on. Let me know, your friend Udom. Well. Logs. No, wait, do it. Shit. Damn it. Send messages. To Bedford. Look, there's no call for shouting. My terminal was busted. I had a few too many and might have knocked it off the desk. Yeah, it is. Sometimes you just gotta cut loose. I'm not telling you where Wells is to lay off. Buy me a drink at the Lost Hope next time I'm in, and I might forgive you. Alright. Logs. Log entry number 1. Shrink ray. Note to self, remember this later. Better. Ada, remind me weekly. Check this log until I tell you to stop. Yes, I mean continually. No, Ada, not if I'm dead. Why would you even ask that? Back to my point. I saw actuality with my own two eyes, a sublimely powerful weapon in Wells' lab, just sitting there for the taking. If the gray hair were to look away or forget about it, maybe, or if I had asked a smidgen more nicely, he'd call it a shrink ray. But wouldn't let me test that claim after I lost my temper. He said it was inspired to create the thing by the achievements of other scientists who dared push the boundaries of human knowledge and decency laws. I had heard rumors of a fantastical weapon like this one, weapons that push the boundaries of the mind and science's cutting edge, but I figured they were just stories, to be honest. Laying eyes on Wells' shrink ray firsthand is enough to make a fellow wonder if there's more to the rumors. More to be had. Excuse me, sorry about that. Let's grab a drink right quick before we go to the second one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. The Kool-Aid man. Log entry number 2, titled Hammer Power. Captain's note, SW002, Hammer Power. Last time I got sloshed, I was imbibing of lost hope on the Groundbreaker. Look, Odom was really nice, or was really free with the drinks. He seemed like an okay fellow. I shamelessly but subtly eavesdropped on 2 Mardits yammering on about a mad scientist some years back, who had claimed he'd made a huge discovery that would change the fate of the colony. Like, none of us had heard that one before. But, here's the good part. The Mardits said the mad scientist kept yelling about the hammer's power or something similar. A strange weapon with a special power created by a crazy lab coat? Sure, fits the bill. It could be another one of the weapons that inspired Wells. Log entry number 3, titled The Black Market Leads. Captain's note, SW003, Black Market Leads. Why won't Wells just give me the shrink ray to me? Blast him to the depths of the labyrinth on Tartarus and back. Let the record show I did apologize for shouting him down 5 times. But architect be damned, it's just sitting there, neglected and gathering dust. I should have commandeered it and thanked him without asking permission, or breaking expensive equipment when he said it wasn't ready yet, and that even if it were, he couldn't entrust it to someone like me. What does that even mean, I ask? That I'm not trustworthy enough? That I'd use it to wipe out the good, hard-working folks of the colony, like some sort of moralist psycho? I'll admit to maintaining some questionable associations, but I follow a strict code of me, myself, and mine. What's not to respect in that? Exactly. Now I have to wait until Wells forgets or he thinks he's misplaced it. In the meanwhile, I have been tracking down additional rumors pertaining to others of these science weapons throughout Halcyon. If gossip holds true, my next step will be to check with the black market merchants on the Groundbreaker and in Fallbrook. AH. Return to route. Nothing else. Leave television. Alright. Okay, well... I guess let's go. Well, hold on. Oh, hey, hi. Hi, hello. What is up? There's no response for the automechanical unit. A serial number merchant's chassis includes letters SAM. Alright. Finger toolbox full of modified tools with unique mechanical usages. Digging around in here would be an easy way to lose a finger on a sawtooth blade. Okay. Gotcha. Oh. First French dad ever gave me. She's been a friend ever since. Oh, okay. This Parvati's room. A stern older man with warm eyes. This is a photo of Parvati. It's her dad. Well, I'm just gonna... Look, it's heavily dog-eared with doodles in the margins. Modern steel wrench and you. Alright. No sense to have the damn gun out in the middle of the... Nothing in here. It smells suspiciously like iceberg aged whiskey. Doctrinal Studies 539 of Equity and Equations. These textbooks have been out of print for almost half a century. The margins are filled with scribbled notes and many passages have been underlined. Some pages have come loose, and the glue now yellowed and cracked along the spines. The Journal of Maximilian de Soto, Volume 1. Scribblings in the journal pages are utterly ineligible to anyone except Vicar Maximilian de Soto. Nope, god damn it. Fuck me! What the fuck? There we go, thank you. Possible trading cards. Mint condition. Most of these cards represent players from the Hephaestus Hammers and Tilebackers. The Art and Science of Tossball. Impossible to put down. Order of Scientific Inquiry. Office of Literature. This endorsement has been approved. Anticleo's Darlings. Signed by Seymour Whitlock, who held the record for most on-the-field fatalities for 3 consecutive seasons. Right. Yeah, let's go ahead and talk to the... I wish there was
As
a button.
always, I am at your disposal. Something vexing you, Captain? Of course. Are you ready to break into security on the Groundbreaker? If I can access the data cartridge from the terminal in security, I can easily hack into their arrivals and departures registry.
Right.
That'll give us dates, times, and the crew manifests for every registered ship.
Gotcha.
I'll comb the last 6 months of departure manifests to track the Philosophist's off-world destination.
Right. Alright.
Thank you, Captain.
We outie. It doesn't kill you, gives you tetanus. Ah. Nice, okay. Alright, let's go over here. Alright, well I guess we'll go... Wait, where the hell is Parvati? I don't know. Alright, so I guess we're gonna go ahead and head toward the Groundbreaker. Groundbreaker, independent orbital station, is the remains of Halcyon's first colony ship, captained by Julie Tennyson, and run by descendants of the original crew. Yes. Spacer's Choice Travel Advisory. Welcome to the system map. Here you can see all the planets on the system as well as some special points of interest that you may have discovered. You can fly your ship to any location that you have unlocked through some landing bays require special codes and keys before they allow you to land there. Moving between planets is considered extremely dangerous and all employees are encouraged to remain home or at work. Alrighty.
Station reached. The Groundbreaker. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Yep.
The unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it, but I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify SAM. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for SAM to properly operate.
Alright.
Take care. I require a functioning captain to run the ship.
Gotcha. So what I think oh hey, hi. Parvati, okay.
Hey, Cap. Can we talk?
Yes.
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson?
Yes.
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff. Gosh, no, Captain. I aim to stay so long as I'm welcome. I figured Junlei and I could confabulate over wireless or by message. And maybe when we put into Groundbreaker, I could stop by to visit her sometimes. But only when you don't need me with you. I abso-surely can. I'm a passing fair mechanic. Even Mr. Thompson would have said it's my only skill. But I'm used to working on cannery lines, AG loaders and the like. There's tricks about ships I ain't learned yet. All I'm looking for is a few pointers. I bet a lady who runs a whole station has forgot more than I ever learned.
Fair enough.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
Okay. So I do think we're gonna holy shit. Experimental note, OI-695. Do not forget, you found a discarded sanitation and maintenance automechanical in Emerald Vale's scrap heap during your last job. It should not be too difficult to get it up and running. With a few key modifications, I can envision a combat-capable variant. Some might say a clean, mean killing machine. Should be fun. Second SAM results. Experimental note, OI-696. Removal of factory standard part Suds Steeper was successful. Delivery of combat modified replacement part Acid Steeper has been delayed. Progress setback is estimated to now be a 3 solid months. A solid 3 months. Not like I have more pressing matters to attend to, but I do. Third SAM results. Experimental notes. OI-697. I'm giving up hope on the delivery. The part is lost in transit, and now it's not turning up anytime soon. But good news. I heard from a fellow who knows a gal who knows the broker, who overcharged me for the information regarding the location of the Acid Steeper. I can, fetch the part. Was sent to an old storage facility in Roseway. I sure never thought I'd go back to that pit. Good thing Auntie abandoned it years ago. I'll pick it up following this next pit stop back to Emerald Vale. Wells wants me to chaperone some person of interest. Details to come later. Well. No, they won't. Alright, level 9. Hiya! Huzzah. Skill points. What should we put them into? I mean, let's see, we need more. What do we need? Okay, well, I guess we need to put more. Maybe? Yeah, I mean... Yeah, I mean... there we go. Let's apply it. Yes. Time dilation location hits. You have unlocked the location hit effects for tactical time dilation. Hitting enemies in different locations during TDD or maims or cripples those body parts. Try different locations to see the different effects. Hit to the chest produce different effects when using different weapons. Nice. Alright. Was Parvati not going up a level yet? Okay. Sneaky, healthy. Yep. Back. Alright, here. Dialogue skills. Yeah. I mean, he needs a helmet. And what kind of damn... Okay. That does 44, that does 91. Alright, well. Alright, and with that, we are going to go ahead and save it here. And then we're going to go to the main menu. Because we are going to go ahead and call it a stream. Because we've been going for almost 4 hours. And it's almost 1 a.m. where I'm at. And I've just realized I have not eaten today. So, I'm getting a little hungry, so I gotta go find some food and some drink. And then, I don't know, probably watch some movies or something. At least for me, maybe. Well, and I'm gonna try to go to bed on time before like 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. Is what usually happens. But with all that being said, let's go ahead and go. Boop. Alright, I hope everyone did enjoy the stream. Please make sure you like, subscribe, the notification bell so you don't miss any, so you are always notified when the next one starts. If you did miss it, please be sure to check it out on YouTube. If you missed the stream, all my past streams are over on YouTube. Some are on Twitch still. Yeah, but also, be sure to leave any comments, questions, tips, hints, anything like that. I can work this way. Leave them over on YouTube. You can try it. Sometimes I get them, sometimes I don't. Or for sure, the best way is to make sure you follow on Twitter and leave me a message over on Twitter. Tweet me. With anything, and I will respond to any and all questions, comments, tips, whatever it is that I do receive. Also, be sure to subscribe and follow on Twitch. That way you can get the extra fun stuff. Because over on Twitch, I have my little Twitter panel. It has all the latest information about what may be going on in the channel. And my schedule and all that stuff. There's also fun little soundboard where you can purchase sounds and stuff with bits while during the stream and stuff. But anyway, with all that being said, if you do like if you would like to support the stream, there's through bits, there's Patreon, Coffee, PayPal, all that good stuff. The links are on Twitch. So yeah. So with that being said, again, I do want to thank everybody so very much for watching. I hope you all did enjoy it. Like I said, this is a work in progress. We're trying to get better with it. If you guys have any suggestions, again, like whether you guys want to see like some of the the archives, divided up into smaller chunks or whatever, please let me know. Anyway, thank you all so very much for watching. I love you all. Be excellent to each other. And party on. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye everyone. Bye bye.